Hey everyone, it's Lisa Morton here for the Halloween installment of Halloween History 101. Obviously, I'm doing something a little different for this big grand finale episode. I am in the middle of my yard haunt. You can see a few of the things behind me. We're going to walk a little bit as I talk. Now, the reason that I wanted to do this was I thought a lot about what I would do for this big final installment. I've covered most of the basic history of Halloween that I love. So, what did that leave? Well, maybe something a little more personal. One of the questions that I've been getting a lot lately is why do we need Halloween? Why do we need this celebration of fear and of the things that we're afraid of? Now, I have a couple of answers to that. First of all, I think that one of the things that Halloween does is the same thing that a good horror movie or book does or a haunted attraction. It allows us to test our fears in a very safe environment. So, for example, you go through a haunted attraction at Halloween, you come out on the other end, maybe your heart's beating a little bit faster, but you realize that you've survived, you've made it, you've experienced it, and you can deal with these things. It maybe gives you a little bit of extra strength that you didn't know that you had, belief in yourself. But there's something I think even more important about Halloween, which is that aside from testing our fears, it also allows us to experience magic and creativity in a very special way for one night a year or perhaps for a season. I think that might be the real reason that so many of us want to turn Halloween into a lifestyle or a culture. One of the things about that is that with that dark magic that we encounter at Halloween, we feel empowered, we feel renewed. It's exciting. There's also the creativity when we don a costume or when we make a yard haunt like this one. We have participated in a form of creativity which goes back thousands of years. The ancient Celts were celebrating Samhain by gathering together and telling ghost stories. They were creating, they were sharing, it was community, it was magical. And I think that's one of the reasons that Halloween continues to thrive and, if anything, to get bigger because as our times in reality get darker, don't we all need a little bit more of that magical quality and that community and that creativity? I hope you agree. Thank you very much for following me on this Halloween journey through Halloween history. There will be, by the way, two more episodes because the season doesn't completely end with Halloween. We have a little bit to talk about with Dia de los Muertos. So I hope you will join me for November 1st and November 2nd when we will wrap this series up. Thank you so much for following along and happy Halloween.